I've driven $10 million in client sales by posting on LinkedIn for clients and posting on Twitter for clients. And one question that I've had prospects ask me on sales calls is, but do you get any leads through content? They want me to be a case study for myself, proof that this service works. And so today I'm going to answer that question. And I'll do it first by giving you the data, and then I'm going to show you the process that I use to get there. So if we just get rid of this black box right here, you can see this is the source of my lead. So how I got this was I put all of my clients into a spreadsheet, and then I wrote down where they came from, whether that was content, client referrals, partner referrals, or outreach. Just a little clarification on what these are. So client referrals, obviously, those are clients who send other clients to us. Partner referrals, I refer to as both the official partnerships, people who I pay when they send me deals, and the unofficial partnerships. So that would be friends, for example, who send me deals just because they want to send me deals. And then outreach would be me directly DMing people or emailing them and basically pitching them on working together. And you can see that 39.3% of my leads come through content. Now, if you were to take a look at this 6 months ago, it looked quite different. Outreach was probably in the 20%, partners was probably in the 40s, content was maybe in the 15 to 20s, clients was a little bit higher. And content is becoming a larger and larger portion of my lead generation funnel, which is a beautiful thing. Content has the power to compound, unlike a lot of other marketing channels. Like you take a look at cold outreach, over time it gets colder and colder. There's more AI tools, there's more spam overall. And so it's like when people started with this display ads, they had 50% click-through rates. Now they have like 0.05% click-through rates. Ads as well, they get more expensive the further out you go, but content works in the opposite way, where your audience can get larger and larger. You can build more and more trust, and it's very, very powerful. So let me tell you a little bit about how I got there. And before I do, just so you have an idea, we are a boutique agency. We work with about 15 clients at a time, team of 5. And so I'm not talking in the hundreds of client numbers. I'm talking in the dozens of client numbers, just so you have complete context, and I want to be transparent there. I just looked, and I have these 2 clients that both came from content. These are my 2 highest paying content clients so that have come from content. I do have other clients who have paid me more that have come through other sources. But these 2, I wouldn't be surprised if over the next 3 to 9 months, they both hit that $100,000 mark in how much they've paid me, because we got good relationships with both of them, and things are progressing very well. So if we just look, I've been posting on X for a long time. So this is my X account, and I've got 8,200 followers, and I've posted a lot, but X isn't what it used to be in terms of lead generation unless you have a really large account. And so about 9 months ago, as you can see, this was 10 months ago, I started posting on LinkedIn. And at first, I was just posting a little bit here and there. So this was 10 months ago, I was posting maybe twice a week or something. You can see I'm getting like 500 impressions, 1,000 impressions on a good post, 800 impressions. But 9 months ago, I basically committed to, all right, let's start posting on LinkedIn frequently. And you could see since then, I just started posting. Again, the engagement, like I'd have occasional posts pop off, but 1,000 impressions was actually like a good post for me. But just kept sharing. You can see we're 8 months in. I'm just showing you kind of the quick version. This is when I'd been posting on LinkedIn for 6 weeks. You could see the metrics are starting to look a little bit nicer, not using a ton of media, but getting better impressions overall, and slowly improving the content for myself, seeing what resonates with people here on this platform. And a couple of months in is when I started getting my first leads coming from LinkedIn. So just for context, this is something I do for a living for people. And it took me several months to start getting leads from the platform. Some people have this perception that they're going to start a new marketing channel in month 1. It's going to be profitable. It's going to be, reliable. And that's just not the case. It took me several months to start getting leads and close my first client like directly from LinkedIn. And then beyond that, like making it reliable has taken longer. I think it took, so if I started in maybe June or July, it was probably November or December when it started to actually be reliable, where I started booking 5 or 10 calls a month directly through LinkedIn. So just wanted to give you an idea. I'd been posting a lot for clients for the last 3 years, but just doing it for yourself is always a little bit different. You can see I started experimenting with these viral giveaway posts. A lot of these like here's stuff that I did, wins for the last month, stuff that happened the last quarter. This was a pitch in public. I actually landed a client directly from this post where I tagged this guy, Jay Shetty, and I said what he was doing well and what he could do to improve his LinkedIn and his Twitter, actually. And he responded to me, and I didn't end up closing him, but I did end up closing somebody else who saw this post. As you can see, I screenshotted his response right there. And kept going. I dropped case studies. This was another pitch in public. These were curation style posts. These like pictures of myself and what's happening, that's just really good for building affinity and engagement with your audience. A lot of these tweet screenshots are just going deeper on ideas that are great or that I think are important and helpful. Let's see. This is just showing, so you can see this posted pretty well. I was like, if I was an email marketer, I would do one of these every day. You can see it's a before and after. Big fan of this. This proves your competence really well. And this is what I now call public asset breakdowns. I didn't have a name for this before. These like videos, 10 types of posts that get leads. You can see this got 21,000 impressions. They do really well as a whole. This was a case study. Case studies do an amazing job of converting people. And I had a couple of like really viral posts. You can see in November, I booked 15 qualified calls from LinkedIn. Okay, so I'm just giving you an overall idea. When people, they usually book an appointment directly through LinkedIn. So I do have a couple of different options. So if I come in here to my profile, you can see here in my featured section, I have a couple of lead magnets, but most people are clicking this link right here, book an appointment, or they come and they click it here, which takes them to a page that has a like 7-minute long VSL. It has some social proof, and people can then go and schedule a consultation call. I have a form that they fill out so I can qualify them. Basically, if they're doing under 30K per month, I just cancel the call. If they're doing over it, then I'll have a conversation, but most of our clients are in the 7 to 8 figure range. And then I hop on calls with them and close, obviously a percentage of those. But it all starts with the LinkedIn traffic. And a lot of the people that I get on the email list, I'm also sending, I have like a welcome sequence that I send, and I send at least one weekly email as well. So that's how I'm converting people from content. And it used to be more Twitter heavy. Now I'm getting a lot fewer leads on Twitter, and LinkedIn has become the number one source. I'm experimenting with YouTube. It's still a new platform for me, and I expect it to, just like I tell my clients, like it is a longer game. It's an infinite game, and I want to win it. And it's just going to be iteration and time. But if you were wondering, do I eat my own dog food? Do I get sales from content? The answer is yes. And it makes me trust people a lot more when they get sales in the way that they, help other people get sales. So just want to make this quick video and hope this was helpful in some way, and wish you all the best. Cheers.